Hi everyone, welcome back to part 3 of this clone diorama. As you can see, we're back in where it's going to stay now, and I'm going to start off by putting these border lines on. No more nails in them on to the. Let me just get them out. To these sides, that's what I'm going to be doing first. I've got a whole load of these kind of walls. You can see that, I'm not sure. And like ones like that. So all I've done with these, I've just painted them. Gave them a primer of grey. Humble #1, I think it is grey spray. And then obviously painted that bit red. And I got some deflective tape and put it on there, so when you shine a light it looks like it's light on there. There's another type of wall what I've done. So what I'm going to do then, I'm going to get these border lines put on quickly, and then we're going to start putting the walls around the bottom layer, sticking them to the wall. So all these are going to be going up against that, like that. I'm going to be gluing them. I've just about got enough to carry on doing that for now, so I'm going to put these border lines up and I'll be back. Okay, that's the border lines all done, all stuck in now and fixed in place. So next we're going to get on to putting some walls on, but I'm just going to leave that to dry for a few hours probably, just to make sure it's settled, so that if I knock it, it doesn't move or anything like that. Okay, so I've got the first 4 bits of wall in over there, if you can see that. I'll just zoom in a bit. So that's the first 4 bits. I've just glued them in, just with this stuff. Hopefully that's going to hold it, because it's quite strong super glue. And any little bend in it, you can stick it and get it real nice and flat with the super glue. So what I was thinking of doing, because there's a lot of 3D printing involved in this, believe it or not, there's tons of it, weeks worth. So what I'm thinking of doing to save myself a bit of 3D printing is to put I've printed off a picture from Google, and I figure if I put that at the side, so I'm going to put these pier bits up first, glue them in, and then put that picture slightly behind it. Then put another pier this side, and that'll save me a couple of bits of 3D printing, won't it? And it looks alright as well, I think. I might have to put a bit of probably a bit of 3mm ply painted grey over the top, just to make it look like a lintel. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do anyway. So just thought I'll show you that. I'm going to crack on with the rest of the 2 bits of wall. Okay. That's the first line of walls on, with the picture in the middle. I hope you're seeing that okay, because I can't actually see the camera from here, so. Yeah, so that's the first walls on. Just got to do this back wall here. And then I'll probably leave that for the night to dry, and then put some kind of platform up here, probably come out, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 inches, no, not 6, probably about 5 max, and then more walls on top. They better bloody fit after all that. I think my measurements are alright. Anyway, I'm going to crack on with that wall. Okay, that's all 4 walls on, oh sorry, all 2 walls on. So I'm going to leave that overnight to dry now, and then tomorrow I'm going to put a platform over the top of everything here, like I said, probably about 5 inches out or something like that maybe. I'm not too sure, I'll see how it looks. And I've got to put a little bit of ply, 3mm ply across here, just to make it look like a bit of a lintel, to finish so the pitch, it doesn't look so much like a picture there, so it looks like it just goes through through to the next room sort of thing. So anyway, back in the tomorrow sometime to do that. Okay, it's the next day and all this seems okay now, all ready to, let's just give it a quick check. Yeah, it all seems good, nice and solid on there. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut a bit of ply to go over the head of, go over this picture, just to finish that off. So I'm going to go do that now. Okay, I've cut my bit of ply just to go over the picture over here. It should fit alright. I haven't actually checked it, but I painted it as well grey and let that dry for an hour and a half or something. Yeah, that fits good. Right, so I'm going to mastic that on there now. I'll do it on thin actually, it'll take a second, isn't it? Oh no, this one's... So just little three little dabs like that will probably be alright. And out that way. Just make sure I'm getting it level with these two piers there. Come off. Okay, that's that on. So now I'm going to go cut a platform about 5 inches wide for the whole of the top there and the back bit over there. Okay, I'll just cut these two pieces in. That's the best way around for it. So I've done that. I'll go in there like that. And this one, that's the better edge, I'll keep that on the outside. I'm not going to paint it grey, by the way, what I said earlier, because so that fits all right. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the black vinyl and wrap this in black vinyl both sides, like I did the floor. Just want to make sure that's on there right first. Make sure I haven't got to do any other cutting. That looks pretty good. Right, I'm going to go away, I'm going to wrap these in vinyl. So this back one's going to go across like that. No nails it, no more nails it. And then that one will go on there, which is a little bit bent, but once it's settled down, once I stick it down. And then I'll start putting the second row of walls on, and then I've got some fencing to go up here as well. So I'm going to get this stuck down now, and then we'll crack on with the walls. Okay, that's the platform all on. You can see that all the way around there. It's fairly straightforward. I'll probably need to, once it's dry, once the no more nails has gone off, I'll probably fill in under the gaps here all the way around, and get a bit of grey paint and paint it grey once it's dried. But I can't do nothing at the moment because everything's still wet. I don't want to really mess around with it while it's like that. I'm just going to get a wall and make sure I've got enough space there, Phil, just to check. Okay, let's check the walls to make sure I've got enough space to put these up. Right, so I've got about 8 to 10 mil gap all the way around to give for space. And this bit here, about 2 to 3 mil gap under this beam here because it's a bit lower. So that's perfect really. Okay, also I've got these little fence bits to go on. I've got to paint. I've got loads of painting to do. Loads of 3D printing walls and bits of fence like this. I've got to paint up, so it's going to take a while. But yeah, so I'm going to put these fences on. I've got loads of them. I've got a few more here. I've got one more here. So basically, I'm going to join them like that and have them going all the way along like that. They'll be painted the same grey as the rest though, in that primer. Humbrol #1 primer spray, grey primer. So they'll be going all the way along. Once I've got them I've got a few to print still, and then I've got to paint it all up. So that's it for tonight for sure. I'm going to let all that dry tomorrow morning, or tomorrow sometime. It's Saturday tomorrow, no, it's Friday tomorrow. So I'll get these painted, get the walls all painted, because these still need to be painted grey and detailed sort of thing. And then I'll start getting these stuck on. And once these are stuck on, the fence panel's gone on. That'll probably be it, part 3. And I'll probably make part 4, setting out all the clone troopers. Okay, I'll be back tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day, and everything is nice and gone off nicely. And I've just put some no nails all the way along the edges to fill everything in, and cleaned it all off. So I've got to let that go off. Then I'll give it a touch of grey, and then we'll be carrying on with the walls around the top there. So I'm going to let everything go off, and I'll crack on for probably about an hour or 2, something like that. Okay, everything is dry, so now I can set out. I've just set out the walls for the top layer. So obviously that's the row there. It's going to go like that, with a picture there, obviously up there, obviously. And then this small wall over here is going to be like that sort of thing. Okay, that's the first line of walls on the top level. As you can see, I've put a picture in between it all, just to save on a bit of resin, and I think it looks, you know, it gives it a bit more depth, doesn't it? I've got to put a lintel over the top again, and on my bottom lintel there, can you see that? On this bottom lintel I put on here, because it doesn't really look like much, I'm going to put a smaller piece over the top of it to make it protrude out a bit. And I'll do the same with that lintel at the top as well. So yeah, I'll just give you a quick pan around. So I just got this side to do. And a little bit of tidying up with the paintbrush and a bit of grey. And then anyway, I'm going to crack on with that wall there. I've got all the bits already, so it's got a marrow glue in them. Okay, that's all the walls on, top and bottom. Okay, so now what am I going to do next? Oh yeah, I've got to put I'm going to make a kind of lintel thing to go over the top there, over the top of that picture. I'd like a double one, like a step, so it looks like it's protruding out a bit, and I'm going to put another bit on the bottom lintel there as well. And then I'm going to paint all these bits of white sealant grey, so you don't see the white. And then I'm going to put the banisters on, or rails, or whatever you want to call them, all the way along like that. But I'm going to leave everything to go off for tonight, because what is it, about 10 o'clock at night now, so I'm going to leave that for tonight and start again tomorrow. Okay, I've done the lintel for the top one. It's going to go around that way actually. So I've just got to no more nails it to that. And I'm going to add this little bit to the bottom lintel over here, just to bring it out a bit, to give it a bit more like detail sort of thing. So I'm just going to mastic them on. And then after that, so let me see if I can show you this. If you look up there, it looks a bit rough around these bits here. So I'm thinking I'll get a bit of batten. So all the way along that edge, I'm going to put like a 1 inch 3mm ply or something like that. Let's come off there. Just to cover up the kind of bare wood there, sort of thing. And I'll do the same on this opposite side here as well. But I'll get these on first and I'll be back. Okay, that's the 2 lintels on. That one there and that one there. I mean, there's not much to it really, just gives it a bit more depth, doesn't it? Okay, so now I'm going to do a long piece along there and a long piece along here. Okay, so I've put that finish on there now, around the edge there. And this side as well. Just down there, look. So that's all taken care of. So next is the final bit really, well, apart from a bit of painting, is to put the banister bit on. So I'm going to do that next, and that'll be it. Okay, I just touched up this underneath bit of white mastic, what was showing. So I've just knocked up a bit of white and black to make the correct grey, or pretty much as close as I could. So that's done. So the last piece now, I think, is just to put these walls on. And I think I'm going to start from this side and work my way around. And I'll probably get to that corner over there, and I'll have to probably cut one. Then another full load there. Hopefully that should, if you see that one, these ones here look like they're going to fit, don't they, pretty much, on my layout. So anyway, I'm going to crack on with that, and when I've done, I will be back to show you the finished job. Okay, all done. Fence is all on. And I think that's it. All I've got to do now is put the figures in, and I've got a few bits of 3D print as well, which will be in part 4. But that's the main shell bit done anyway. So shall we, let's just turn the light off, because that's really bright, but yeah. And let's put this one on, so I haven't actually seen how, if I can find the switch. Oh, there you go. Oh, I've got to get rid of this paper as well. Okay, all the newspaper is off, and this is just using the light there. It's obviously duller than my main light, because my main light's really bright, but I mean, it looks good to me. I don't know what it looks like on camera, but and I've got one little piece left somehow. I must have misjudged the measurement a little bit. I think I had done an extra one for half cuts, but I didn't need to, only need one in that corner there. So yeah, that's the fence all done. And that's the main piece all done. I've got to put some figures in, like I said. I've got a few other bits on 3D printing at the moment. You can find that out on part 4. Laters.